And I was telling the truth. I am coming back with You're Out episode 4. This is the first time I've ever done You're Out on the same two You're Out episodes in the same day. And so let's get started. The first one is, I actually don't remember which Royal Rumble this is, but it's one of the Bushwalkers. Um I forgot which one it was, like Bushwalker Luke or something like that. And he came in, he entered the ring marching to the ring, and then when he got I don't know how long he lasted, because I didn't watch like a lot of the winners, or I didn't watch a lot of the Royal Rumbles like in the 80s and 90s, but I know that he was marching to the ring, and then when he got thrown, he lasted like 4 or 5 minutes, I think. And then when he went out of the ring, when he got thrown out of the ring, he like bounced off the apron, and then he was still marching. Like, he came in marching, and then he came out marching, basically. Because like right after his feet hit the floor, he just began marching again. So that was a pretty weird elimination. I don't know what was up with that, but so yeah. And 1992, I think. Yokozuna eliminates Macho Man because Macho Man did this elbow or frog splash or something, and he tries to get a pin, but people are telling him you can't get a pin in Royal Rumble, you have to throw him over the top rope. And then Macho Man's like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I have to throw Yokozuna over the top rope." And then Yokozuna just like basically like takes him off. I don't even know if he took him off his hand, but somehow he just like Macho Man just flew over the top rope. It was kind of funny. I liked the Macho Man, but I had to admit that was pretty funny. Um, so our next elimination, I didn't write any of these down, so I might have to think about them. So, who's our next elimination? It must be one of them. Hmm. This might take a this might there's a lot of eliminations. I can't like think of one off the top of my head. There were so many Royal Rumble with so many good eliminations. So, whew. Oh wait, yeah, that was this one. I know this one. This is a really good one. In 2003, there was one. I'm talking about this another elimination, but Chris Jericho attacked Shawn. Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels started out as 1 and 2 for the Royal Rumble, and Chris Jericho attacked Shawn Michaels because he was #1, and then Chris Jericho. I think Christian decided Chris Jericho when he was walking down the ramp, and then never mind. Okay, and then Chris Jericho attacked him with something, and then he hit him with a chair, and then he threw him over the top rope. And that's not the elimination I'm talking about. I'm talking about when Shawn Michaels came back to the ring, Chris Jericho did a phenomenal job. Even though he was a heel during that time, he did a phenomenal job, I have to say. But and then Shawn Michaels attacked him, and he finally Shawn Michaels eliminated Chris Jericho, even though he wasn't even legal in the Royal Rumble. I was so happy that Chris Jericho finally got out, because he eliminated my favorite wrestler, Rey Mysterio, like after like 5 minutes Rey Mysterio was in. So and then he dived and started attacking Chris Jericho and all that stuff. But thank you guys. Help me with my race to 100 videos. Comment all that stuff so I can keep it going. Thank you very much. I'm out.